Imagine that your Social Security pension is deposited into your account. This amount varies between approximately $1,400 and $1,800. So, is this amount sufficient for you? When you pay rent, groceries, electricity, water, and internet bills, you're already out of money, right? Unfortunately, this is the reality for millions of retirees in America right now. So, how can you get out of this mess? No one shows you the real streets, the real prices, or the real life that awaits on the other side of that decision. We have conducted these research studies for you and examined many real estate opportunities for you. Today, I will show you 7 houses in Virginia that are truly available and being sold at these prices, with great opportunities. Moreover, in some areas, the cost of living is 25% below the U.S. average. Virginia is a city of quiet communities, away from the crowds. Moreover, the price madness of big cities has not yet reached here. This is where the air is clean, neighbors still wave hello to each other, and no one pays $6 for a cup of coffee. This could be a perfect opportunity for you. We're starting our list at $174,900, and the prices will go down each time. So grab your tea or coffee, and let's start reviewing this list of bargain homes together. Number 7, Colonial Heights. This is a city of approximately 18,000 people, located between Richmond and Petersburg. It is the perfect place for those who say, I want the tranquility of a small town, but also the conveniences of a city. This town of 18,000 inhabitants possesses something that most retirement destinations cannot honestly claim: a robust economy and crime rates below the state and national averages, making it invaluable. The Fort Lee military base is right next door. Honeywell and DuPont factories provide employment. Shopping malls, restaurants, and hospitals are all within easy reach. Located at 544 Roslyn Avenue, this 1,389-square-foot house with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms is offered for sale at a price of $174,900. It's the type of house built in Cape Cod architecture. You know, the one that always looks beautiful in photos with that classic roof line. So, what do you see when you enter? The entire floor is covered in parquet flooring. Real wood parquet that won't make you worry about spilling anything on it. Recessed lighting with dimmer switches, meaning you can adjust the light as you wish. There are plantation shutters. This detail may seem small, but it's one of the things that gives a house character. When you step inside, there's a warmth that makes you think, this is what a home should feel like. The kitchen is open plan with the dining area. The LED lighting has been upgraded. The cabinets are full, and there's a direct exit from the kitchen to the new Trex deck and the vinyl railing veranda platform. The backyard is fully enclosed. There is also a storage porch. On the first floor, there's a full bathroom with a shower tub combination. The 2 bedrooms are also on this floor. When you ascend to the upper floor, the master bedroom greets you. Large walk-in closet, private bathroom, recessed lights. Now, let's get to the investment aspect of it. The surrounding houses have recently sold for $285,000 and above. Did you notice the size of the figure? You pay $174,900, and the difference stays in your pocket. This place is close to VSU University and Fort Lee. You won't have trouble finding tenants. Moreover, the tenant demand is steady in this area. It's easy to find tenants who are military personnel, university students, or factory workers. All 3 profiles exist in the area simultaneously. Annual tax, $1,996. Are you ready to learn about the next house? All these houses are valuable in their own way. Number 6, Bluefield. This place is known as the highest town in Virginia because it is located high up in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains. And what do you think this elevation means? It has a cool climate in the summer, and the mountain views are visible from everywhere. This is a place where neighbors still wave to each other, and no one pays $6 for a cup of coffee. It's very likely you'll see a neighbor while shopping at the grocery store and get into a conversation. One local even says it's almost impossible to go to the store and not see familiar faces. The numbers are also good. The median home price is $180,000. The cost of living is 24% below the U.S. average. This figure not only fits within the Social Security budget, but also leaves room for breathing space. And there is a real announcement. Located at 332 South College Avenue, this 2,760 square feet house with 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms is priced at exactly $160,000. 2,760 square feet is a significant amount of space. In California, this price will get you a bidding war and a good cry session. Here, it's a house. Do you have a large family? Are you considering intergenerational living? Or will you have tenants? This is the ideal home for all these purposes. The upper and lower floors each offer separate living spaces. This place has the style of a farmhouse from the 1940s. You know, these types of houses have a character, a texture that new constructions can never replicate. It has a covered front porch. You can sit there with your morning coffee and enjoy the sun. On weekends, go hiking in the mountains. On weekdays, sit on that porch and read a book. This is exactly the kind of life Bluefield offers. There's a separate garage for 2 vehicles. You can use it for storage or parking, or convert it into a workshop. The basement floor covers the entire ground level of the house. Extra storage or project space is unlimited. You could turn this approximately 2-acre plot into a small fruit garden if you wish, or perhaps use it solely as a breathing space. What most people don't realize is this. Paying $160,000 for 2,760 square feet is less than what you'd pay for a 500 square foot studio in many major cities. Moreover, there is no HOA here. Your neighbors won't send you complaint forms, and you can arrange your garden however you like. But if the main goal is to slow down, disconnect from the world, and stop bleeding money every month, this place makes it shamefully easy. Number 5, North Dinwiddie, just south of Petersburg. A quiet, historic, rural area. A local says, people who move to Dinwiddie never leave. Why? Because large plots of land, low taxes, and that you know your neighbor's atmosphere aren't easily found. It said that there are people who were born, raised, married, and still live in Dinwiddie. There's historic architecture, a food culture that truly surprises people, and housing prices that make one wonder why more retirees don't figure out. The median house price in this area is $215,000. The average rent is approximately $1,020 per month. The cost of living is 17% below the U.S. average. This 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house on 11512 Duncan Road is 936 square feet, and its price is only $135,000. And it stands on a 1.25-acre plot of land. To be honest, this house is unfinished. That is, it requires an engineered septic system. Some work has been done on the ground floor, but additional work may be needed. It is being sold as is. But while saying this, it should also be added that the seller explains everything clearly. There are no hidden surprises. But here's the thing most buyers miss. The new roof was installed in September 2024. The windows were replaced. The electrical system was updated. The interior paint is fresh. A deep well is available. So the most expensive work has already been done. The things that cost the most money in a property are the roof, electrical systems, and plumbing. All 3 of these have been done here. The location is very nice. 20 minutes from Fort Lee, 20 minutes from Colonial Heights, 40 minutes from downtown Richmond. So you'll say you live in the countryside, but you're not far from work, the market, or the hospital. That's where the fine line lies. Moreover, on your 1.25-acre plot, you can plant a garden, grow trees, perhaps establish a small vineyard, and keep a few chickens. These are things you never would have thought possible in a city apartment. The annual tax is $701. If you're willing to put in some effort and create value, this house has an entry price of $135,000 and is 40 minutes from Richmond. This combination is hard to find. And let's also say there's rental demand in this area. And if you want to put up a tenant, your options are open. Number 4, Henry, Virginia. Food, architecture, street energy, all of it embodies that deep cross-border culture that planned retirement communities spend millions trying to recreate but can never quite achieve. This is a property sold by the bank. It's called REO. So there's no emotional sales pitch here. It's all about negotiation. The bank wants to get rid of the property, and you're taking advantage of the opportunity. The bank isn't flirting with you. It just wants cash. And that's exactly what drives down the price. House prices tell an interesting story. The median house price is $213,700. The cost of living is approximately 10% below the U.S. average. 4043. Henry Road, the price of this 1,092 square foot house with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom on the street is $105,500. The house, built in 1957, has a brick exterior and is located on a 0.75 decare plot. The brickwork is easy to maintain, durable, and resistant to fire and weather conditions. There's a wood-burning stove inside. The house has a front porch, a pantry, a basement, everything you could want, so to speak. It even has a garden area where you can grow your own plants. This place is being sold as is, meaning there is no repair warranty. What does that mean? You won't make an offer without seeing the house. But look at the price you're offering, $105,500. In this part of Virginia, a brick house at this price comes with 0.75 acres of land. All documents related to the house, including the condition report and disclosures, are available on the listing in downloadable format. This provides significant assurance. What most people don't realize is this. The price on bank-owned properties is usually set below market value. The bank is in the business of selling houses. It's generating cash flow. That's why such opportunities often close quickly. They hit the market and sell fast. This is the kind of property that attracts buyers. The annual tax is only $641. That's less than a week's worth of groceries. If you're looking for a ready-made house without lifting a finger, this isn't for you. But if you say, I want to put in some effort, create value, and I need a solid foundation, this could be exactly the starting point you're looking for. We're in the middle of the list, and prices continue to drop. Which one has caught your attention so far? Write in the comments. Number 3, Rural Retreat. This is the exact address of Escape from the City. Doctor the doctor who invented pepper lies here. The town was famous for exporting cabbage in the early 1900s. Now, it is known for its peaceful mountain lifestyle, lake, campground, train depot, and warm-hearted people. This is a region where neighbors still wave hello to each other. The residents say, if your car breaks down, someone will stop to help. If someone in the town gets cancer, the whole town rallies to raise funds. This describes not only a town, but also a way of life. This 4-bedroom, 1-bathroom house on 503 Parsonage Avenue is 2,012 square feet and priced at $90,000. Yes, you can get a 4-bedroom, 2,012 square foot house for $90,000. This 1935-built colonial-style house features a metal roof. There is a fireplace in front where you can sit and relax in winter. Additionally, it has a covered front porch where you can enjoy the morning sun. It is located on a corner lot of approximately 0.97 acres. And an interesting detail, 0.70 acres of the lot may be usable for a separate residence, subject to municipal approval. This means the following: an additional structure, additional rent, an additional source of income. You are purchasing multiple opportunities for a single price. The median home price is $160,700. The cost of living is approximately 8% below the U.S. average. The Lake Rural Retreat is just a few minutes away. Activities like fishing, boating, camping, and hiking are at your doorstep. The restored train depot serves both as a historic site and an event venue. Marion and Whiteville are only 15 miles away, so you don't have to travel too far for anything not in town. A local described it this way: you can walk to all these stores and restaurants in a small area. No car, no taxi, just your 2 feet and a town you enjoy visiting. When you saw this price, did you ask, I wonder why it's so cheap? Asking that is smart. The answer is location and need for renovation. But for those who say, I'll put my effort into this house, this price carries a different meaning. In the long term, the return on such a project can be much higher than buying a ready-made house and moving in. Number 2, Wakefield. This is a small town equidistant from Richmond and Norfolk, and it has a feature that is unlike anything else on the list. This town, home to a few thousand people, features agricultural lands, churches, and long-established local businesses. There are no foreigners here, says a local. People moving here from the city ask themselves why they waited so long. It's the kind of place people look for when they say, I want to get away and breathe. It's close to two major cities, yet completely isolated from them. 10187, this three-bedroom, one-bathroom house on Birch Island Road, is 1,188 square feet and priced at only $85,000. It is located on 0.82 acres of land. The living room and all bedrooms have parquet flooring. The master bedroom is the largest room and features a double-door wardrobe. The dining room has a ceiling fan. The kitchen has double sinks and a solid surface countertop. There is a separate laundry room and a separate porch for storage. There is a heat pump and central air conditioning. The water heater was renewed in 2018. So, the basic utilities expenses are taken care of here too. And the land extends all the way to the tree line, meaning you have no rear neighbors. The backyard is entirely yours. While drinking your morning coffee there, all you see looking back are trees. Median home prices are approximately $150,750. The cost of living is approximately 5% below the U.S. average. What most people don't realize is this. Towns like Wakefield are often in the undiscovered category. That means prices haven't gone up yet. But every year, people moving out of the city find these kinds of towns. Currently, those who act early and enter before they're discovered always start from a better position. The annual tax is only $308. At this point, you might be thinking, but if it's this cheap, something must be missing. The answer is this. What's missing here isn't luxury, it's crowd density. There's more than enough silence, space, and neighborly warmth. Isn't this price seriously reasonable for these advantages? Number 1, Dante. And we have reached the most surprising point of this list. This is where the list ends and prices hit rock bottom. Welcome to the mountains of Virginia. Dante is a small mountain town. When you mention the town's name, most people ask, where is it? That's why its price is exactly what it is. It's an undiscovered gem. The pace is slow and deliberate. No industrial noise, no transit traffic, no development pressure pushing up prices. For 10%. This two-bedroom, one-bathroom house on Catazine is 720 square feet. The price is only $50,000. Here, we're looking at the figures many people use to finance their cars. But here we have a house. It has mountain views, a fenced-in backyard, a veranda, a porch, new flooring. The kind of house many retirees might want to live in. The numbers are simple. The median home price in the area is $130,500. This is the lowest figure in the entire list. Rent is $850 to $1,050 per month. The cost of living is 10 to 15% below the U.S. average. This is a 1980 site-built house, meaning it was constructed on-site and is not prefabricated. It has double-glazed windows. The kitchen and dining room are open-plan and combined. There is a connection for a washing machine and dryer. When you step out onto the front porch, you're faced with mountains. This view is sold at an extra cost in villas in big cities. Here, the view is already part of the house. Yes, 720 square feet may be a bit small, but for drinking your morning coffee on the veranda railing and looking at the mountains, 720 square feet is enough, and it's at the price of a used car. This is a house with no unnecessary maintenance costs, cheap to heat, and easy to clean. As a second home, a retreat, or a first step, this price truly places it in a different category. And the best part is this. It's 20 minutes away from shops and restaurants. So it's not isolated, it's just quiet. Isolation is forced upon you, but quietness is chosen. This house seems like it was built for those who choose quietness. This means there are plenty of options within walking distance in the city. Isn't this price really reasonable? Think about it this way. $50,000 might not even cover a month's rent deposit in a big city. Here, it's a title deed for a house. No, HOA. The mountain view comes free of charge. And this is a side of Virginia that no one talks about. A listing that starts at $174,900 and drops to $50,000. 7 houses, 7 different stories, 7 different life opportunities. And there is something common to all these 7 homes. Their prices rival what people pay for rent in big cities. Living more comfortably on your Social Security pension may be possible by taking advantage of these opportunities. Now let's pause and think. What did we really see in this list? In Colonial Heights, you pay $174,900 for an investor-ready Cape Cod house, while the surrounding houses are selling for $285,000. In Bluefield, 2,760 square feet with mountain views, on 2 acres of land. In Dinwiddie, a country house with new roof and new windows, 40 minutes from Richmond. Henry is bank-owned property, meaning negotiations are possible. At Rural Retreat, for bedroom lakefront property for $90,000. In Wakefield, for $85,000, a house with central air conditioning and hardwood floors, located between Richmond and Norfolk. And the figure we saved for last, Dante, your own Mountain View home in Virginia, for $50,000. Now you might be thinking, these are old, rundown houses. Part of them are, yes, project homes, but a few of them are actually ready to be moved into. The difference is this. The prices here are lower than what tenants pay monthly in big cities. And while you pay rent every month, you don't accumulate anything in return. If you buy one of these houses, you get 1 day to look at the title deed for every month you pay. Virginia sits quietly waiting. She neither shouts out to investors nor markets herself on Instagram. She just is, and these prices are here now. How many people look at this list? And how many take action? That's the real question. Was there a house on this list that caught your attention? Which one? Write in the comments. I'm really curious. Don't just write interesting. Which house did you like? Why? Does it fit your budget? I want to start that conversation. And if you're interested in this type of video, real properties, real numbers, and places most people haven't looked at yet, subscribe to our channel. In the next video, a new state, new opportunities, a new list every week. Don't forget to turn on notifications to avoid missing opportunities like those on this list. See you soon.